I know I said this to you already, but did you like that trailer?
The trailer is fine. It's just I wish they showed gameplay. That's just the thing. Because it's pretty much just CGI. Like, that's all that is.
It's kind of funny. I've seen some comments under that trailer where people were just listening to and just saying, next new mission, survive until 26.
Yeah. You already know.
I mean, I kind of understand why this thing.
Yeah, because
Because you can read.
it's really funny how
Yeah,
they just drop a trailer because they know they was getting fucking flamed.
I feel like they just, hey, so we like release we were gonna do your second trailer.
Yeah. When the trailer should have came out in November.
Prices and everything just fucking. Ugh. I'm so really scared how much they're thinking.
I mean, alright, well, I mean, people are speculating $100. I'm speculating something too.
I mean, these suspicions are kind of valid. Now that fucking Nintendo opened the box.
Yeah, literally, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. You already know that they're gonna delay it.
Yeah,
I already knew they were gonna delay this shit. It's just the fact that they did not show any like things at the Game Awards when that's the one time you want to show off your thing. Like that raised red flags and like yeah.
I kind of imagine that even if I bought PS instead of Switch, that I probably would have bought GTA 6. I'm not even a big fan of GTA. Probably would have bought just because it's GTA.
Well, I mean, I think
GTA is big.
I think the PS5 version online only is free. I don't know if that's still going on. I doubt it.
Like I can imagine like having to own like this game if I had if I bought a PS instead of Switch. Like I don't know, probably would have been cool. I don't know.
I mean, I hope they fix the online issues. That's just my thing. If we start off like one thing I'm scared about is just the online. Like the story could be trash, whatever. I don't care. If the gameplay is fine, it's cool. But if online is like not that good, that's like really bad. Like they need to fix the issues that GTA Online has. Like with a lot of the stupid vehicles. I hope like they don't think starting off with stupid vehicles is a good idea.
Oh.
Like it should just start off like how GTA 5 Online did. Like just have basic vehicles, apartments that you buy, and because when GTA Online started off, like there was no business and all that shit. You just did missions to make money and that was it. I mean, if they start with the heist, that's good. I don't know. We just gotta see how they do shit now.
What would be I would be curious to see is the very famous familiar location of Vice City in the 6, like North Point, whatever city you stay in, if it's gonna end up being there. I'm funny that I still remember some of the locations from Vice City.
Yeah. You know, Vice City is like a memorable game. That's San Andreas. Although I do kind of wish they went back to Liberty City though. I don't know what it was. I loved GTA's Forest map like a lot. I liked it more than like Los Santos or GTA 5.
Yeah, just probably just a very, very realistic just side by side version of New York.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all the same, but like there are a lot of similarities.
And also about music. But I know I like a lot of music from Vice City. With like music playing on the radio.
Oh, he's on the radio.
Very
If I
curious.
say, because I don't remember. I don't think Vice City had like a OST. I think what was it? I was like, I think GTA is probably or GTA 5 is probably the first game to have like a fucking banging OST.
No, I'm mostly talking about the license that was playing.
Oh, like, well, I mean, I know you're talking about the radio, but I'm talking about just the original game soundtrack. I think GTA 5 is like the only game that has that. I know GTA 4 has like their own theme songs, but they don't have like different mission themes. I don't think.
I wonder how much most of that licensed music from the radio was gonna be brought back.
Well, I mean, I have no doubt there's gonna be a lot of them. It's more than likely the radio is gonna be filled with the fucking music we have today. I'm sure we'll have like some classic music, but I mean, it's not gonna be the same variety like GTA 5 What's up, Coco?
Yeah, kind of knowing that game essentially takes place in our time, or fucking time, like 25.
Yeah, so I was about to say, expect a lot of the fucking mumble rap music. Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be surprised if fucking Not Like Us is gonna be in the fucking radio of GTA 6. I'm not gonna be surprised if that song's gonna be in there. No, if they had the whole rap beef in the GTA 6 radio, that would actually be kind of fire.
No, I don't know what to think about this, but I like if I say is the only GTA.
Oops. I tried to fucking 8 Deluxe brain took over right there. That's why I'm only playing two of the same records. Now 8 Deluxe. I'll take this one.
On my Twitch weekly. I just haven't decided to play.
I mean, me neither. Like I said, the only times I'll play is World War Wise in that game is if Jeff is playing and or recording lounge or even streaming it or even fun rooms. I do not have desire to play fucking World Wise in that game at all. Worldwide's in this game is ironically like way more fun, even though there's only like limited 32 tracks. While 8 Deluxe has like 96, but we get the majority of the same tracks because the randomizer is so shitty.
Yeah, also try to do doing this small.
Yeah, I decided to. Yeah, I'm not really that busy this week. Last week it was like impossible. This week is just chill.
kind of funny that open and exploring well, you only reach out that high in the list. Pick up the block of the GGs, but that part in the road and just end up exploding.
Yeah, I knew the internet was gonna blow up because they just shadow dropped it. I would honestly, I was hoping that it would be like they dropped the trailer and then the release date would actually be sometime this year, like they actually fucked with us, but no.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, no, it's next year.
Is this the
Blue shows up
first
every
game?
2 races.
This is the first
Blues in
game.
this game, or Big Blue shows up every 2 races. Yeah, no, it's like it's annoying like how the randomizer is in that game. Like if you were able to pick your own tracks how you would in fun rooms, like it would be way better. Although at the same time, you're gonna have the fucking nooblets like choosing Cheeseland and fucking Baby Park all day because they think that shit is fun. So then again, I don't know.
Kind of feel that I think when I feel like when I just complete the game entirely or reached completely 100% reached
If anything, I would say you should get if you're like bored and like you want like a new game, just get like Sonic Origins or something, and like go 100% for that game because that's actually fun to 100%.
I don't really want to buy stuff on Switch at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean that is true.
Like genuinely, like maybe it was the final one, and it was like incredibly cheap. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna take a very.
I don't know. I'm still like thinking about like that day when it's gonna release. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do because I wanted to pre-order, but I'm like I don't know if I should do that.
I'm just kind of not really bothering. I'm just planning to like casually go to the store one day, just buy.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're probably not going to like get a. You're probably so if you think you're gonna be able to casually go open a store, like that's gonna take a while.
No, I'm gonna take. No, I'm probably something like a last movie on this. I'm gonna just play like a couple weeks or a month or a bit more, depending on
I mean,
how
my goal is
the
really just to try to get it day one, but I don't know. It's not looking so good now because you have the fucking I was not like silly me for thinking people were not gonna be sheep and just like go back on their word. All that bitching and moaning, and then they just end up going to buy it, bro.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah, that's honestly my fault. But I mean, I don't know. I am planning to like do like just a wild goose chase that day if I could be lucky. Like I said, I think like I'm gonna try the Nintendo store in the city first,
Oh,
and then I don't know, try like Targets and shit. More than likely, like the way it's looking, I'm not gonna be able to play that game day one. I wanted to play that game and stream it day one, but it's more than likely not gonna happen. If anything, like the latest would probably be like a week after like the Switch 2 is ready. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the bundle, but I think that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Like getting that bundle because everyone's gonna be buying it.
Look someone in the eyes and do you think someone with their right might want to buy an AD? Heck.
Who knows? Like people are so fucking stupid. Like I genuinely believe that. But then again, you ain't got no damn choice if like the bundle is sold out immediately.
I'm gonna think. I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna think about something. I kind of not really bothering. Like, if they said that I mean, Switch is still gonna end up being supported and all of that. Like, games will gonna end up coming out
I mean, shit.
in
I
years.
went to a Target. What was it last weekend? It was like there was one like by my mom's house, and like
Oh,
there was hella switches in there, even the fucking OLED versions, like the OLED and the light. And like I was shocked because the Target by her house is like very shitty.
oh,
I'm surprised that Target of all Targets like has switches.
when I was buying this, when I was going to buy a Switch, I was actually thinking about what console I want to buy. It was PS5,
Well, I mean,
Switch.
I'm letting you know you made the right decision. Said you would have been
Yeah.
miserable if you chose
And I was
PS5.
thinking about, I was kind of thinking about buying either like even I had a choice between the vanilla Switch and the OLED. I
I
chose
don't know.
either one.
I think the OLED is pointless because I don't take my shit out the dock. I forgot what was the advantages of the OLED. I know it's a bigger screen,
I
but
kind of
I forgot what the other things were.
I kind of thought that maybe I should choose OLED, and apparently, and a couple of months later, I heard that you 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 can have like some problems with taking out your memory card from OLED version of Switch.
Mm.
Like it can just stuck, and you just cannot do like.
Yeah, I'm like,
Just
I did see
can't you be
the what was it, the new SD cards.
yeah?
Like those are already being
How
sold.
much? How much they cost in US? Because here is what 512 bytes is $100.
Damn, I forgot like how much that shit was. 'Cause I did see it in there.
I think it. I bet it. I bet it. I bet it is expensive.
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Kind of funny. Every time I hear something about America, I can hear people saying like America has like a weird thing with that some sort of a big amount of dead malls in public places, random abandoned big malls.
Yeah, those are usually like if like they're about to tear it down. I mean, in New
Like
York,
just
New York, like there's like a bunch of malls I've been to.
like mostly talking about like
there are like a
malls.
bunch of like there are a bunch of malls that are like really empty that are gonna close down that I have been to. I know the ones you're talking about.
The most of the I'm mostly talking about those with the massive parking lots and the size of probably like of Walmart and Target or Costco,
Yeah,
like these ones.
we
Like
do have
you
those.
have a lot of pictures of just those big, massive malls just fucking abandoned
Yeah,
for some reason.
I've seen one of those. I
Like I
forgot
don't
what
know
was over
why.
there. I think it
I don't.
was a
I,
Walmart that they closed down.
I don't know why it is. Well, I don't know why it is a thing in your country, to be honest.
It's because when they can't afford the rent of that place, so like when you can't afford the rent of that place, like no one's gonna buy it. No one's gonna buy it
Oh,
or like rent it. So that's why like it stays abandoned for the majority of the time.
oh damn.
Yeah. Especially nowadays, like you'll see a lot of those more often.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. They usually
Because that's what, like this thing is like really really bizarre, just bizarre.
yeah.
Like it's kind of hard for me to.
I mean, that's pretty much that
Like,
goes with anything. Even if it's a small store, that will be the same issue. Like if they can't afford to rent to that place will like be closed for like a very long time until someone who can afford to rent like buys it and then turns it into whatever they want.
and also one of the part of the reason why I don't want to get Switch at launch. I just don't want to get a faulty product on day one.
Oh yeah, that is
You
true.
know,
I mean, that was like a thought process in the back of my head too, but I mean the PS5 I do have, like that was pretty much first gen, so yeah, I mean it did work. I probably shouldn't really compare the two, but
I mean,
I mean, yeah, you're pretty much gambling, which I'm not really a fan of, but
you're mostly just playing a roulette with like brain. You're like, oh, if your console gonna be alright or not.
yeah.
Which I don't really want to. Which I don't want. Anyway. I would have waited a bit for to be fair. I'm gonna get a reworking product.
Yeah, that's been my concern.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll just see. I mean, I think honestly, if you get the warranty for it, then like I think it should be alright.
Here they like give you like what 2 weeks for you to take it, and if something were gonna
like you'll have like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't know how much in the ass they give you, probably the same.
Sometimes I mean it depends on what you buy. Sometimes it's 30 days, and sometimes it's like 2 weeks. I think for technology, it's 30 days.
Yeah, I think. Here's in the store when I bought my Switch, 2 weeks. That's it.
Oh.
But I feel like the rest of the year are gonna be fucking tough for an rough as hell after this week too.
I'm just concerned. And gaming the gaming industry in general, not just the Switch 2. Nintendo pretty much caused like just a massive cascade with like what they did with prices. Xbox, like they're retarded. I'm just gonna say that right now. They of all people knew damn well that they were not able to do that. They couldn't afford to do that, but yet like, they fucking did it anyway. It's PlayStation on the other hand, they can afford to do that.
Every time when I hear someone what Xbox, when people are saying what Xbox product you must be using, Game Pass. Only Game Pass. Most of the time. Like they mostly have I believe people mostly have Series X just for the the old games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a without a doubt. I think that's literally the only thing that they have to offer, like Microsoft.
I mean, that's the only way you can play Sonic Unleashed throughout.
Sonic Unleashed Generations, the original Generations, like yeah.
even
but yeah, they decide, but they think, but even then, like that's still not enough. Like if you ask me if I will not want to buy a new console just to play old games, like I think that's just a cheap way to like get like purchases.
And now Xbox is just putting all of their fucking games on all platforms.
Yeah. Like I really think that's like shitty.
I'm kind of waiting for them to put their flagship, their main franchise onto everything. Just gonna freely to say like Xbox is kind of low down.
I honestly hope the fuck that they get bankrupt on the deal, but that's not gonna happen. But because like that's just a brain dead move, man. I actually can't believe that they of all people were the first to do that before Sony did. No, Sony is greedy, but because the thing is, I expected that from Sony because like they could afford to do shit like that. Microsoft, bro, like what were y'all thinking, bro? Your console was literally irrelevant. It was overshadowed by the PS5 instantly. Like I don't know why y'all thought y'all could get away with do that shit and think you can get away with it. That just made no sense.
I remember back in 2020, you know, like I was looking at like that when Fire was about to release. I remember people saying that maybe Xbox was gonna end up becoming a bit more relevant once again. Like no,
no. You figure like we live in a day and age of like full of people that lack common sense. Like you do not need to increase your prices, bro. If anything, Xbox should have been the new friendly console like how Nintendo was. Like let them be the fucking cheap console, and let people want to buy their shit. No, well let's increase prices. Like yeah, that's a smart idea. I tell you, sometimes it does not. I tell you, sometimes I believe the fact that it does not take brains to be rich. Sometimes I genuinely believe that. Sometimes I think you just vomit ideas and then just pray to God that it works.
TikTok just praying whether we're gonna end up speaking.
Wait, what happened? Your thing cut out.
I feel like oh, sorry. Just throwing a bunch of tomatoes at the wall and just praying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I swear, like there's just no common sense anymore. They just vomit out ideas and just pray to God it works.
The only thing that people still live with the only thing that people still use for them is Game Pass.
Yeah,
I think. And Saudi back and back.
And then you have, that's another thing too that I do have to knock Rockstar for. Why the hell would you not put your game on PC instantly?
I don't heard that they don't like PC market. Something. I heard it one time. I don't know why. Oh, I genuinely wonder how that they were gonna look like.
I mean, you saying it. You saying it. Well, it's the same thing, really.
I'm actually really kind of strange feeling. I don't know why I call me insane. When you have all of the, or even you call me insane for this, you know, I'm about to say. I would be really surprised if anything for me. PS6 on Switch too.
I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, I would kind of believe that if it was GTA 5, because that GTA 5 technically could actually run on the Switch too now. But with how insane the graphics are on that game, like I don't know. God damn it.
Some people assume that their game will gonna end up running only like 30. Yeah.
I mean, granted the Switch 2 does run at like 120 FPS, but
No, I mean, no. PS6 will gonna end up running like 30 FPS. Just because of how insane fucking graphics are.
mm,
Some people are, I don't know, it's gonna end up being true or not.
well, I mean, this is one of those things where like we'll have to see.
Oh, I don't know how much you guys think will gonna end up.
If fucking Warzone was
How much GTA 5? How much gigabytes GTA 5? Like 100 or what?
I think it's around I think it's around 100.
200 gigabytes or more?
It might be 3. I'm thinking about it. I think it might be 3.
How are they all
Cause
gonna
shit, if Call of Duty Warzone like that was like a lot, then like I have a feeling that it's gonna be a lot
How
too.
will end up installing that game physically? If it's gonna end up having a lot of gigabytes.
Well, buying the game physically is even worse because when you buy the game physically, like you have to like install it first from the disc, and then you have to wait for the actual game application to install. So it's honestly better just to get it digitally.
Did some games have like a thing when they released on the both discs?
Yeah, that it was like that for like the longest time. Like every time you bought a new physical copy, you would have to wait for the data from the disc to download. Then you have like the actual data from the application. It was just a fucking mess. That's why I stopped getting physical copies of games. Like literally, the last physical copy game I bought for like PlayStation was literally Modern Warfare. After that, it was just straight digital.
Modern Warfare 2?
No, Modern Warfare 1, the 2019 version.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like the last disc I bought. And every time I went to go install that shit would take like a whole day to download. Even with like faster internet speed. Yeah, that shit will take a long ass time.
Like, what the fuck Division is putting in Call of Duty that it takes too much bytes?
It was because it was mainly due to Warzone. Like Call of Duty back before did not take that much. It wasn't until like when they started having Warzone, that's when like shit was just like the gigabytes was way too much, and then it would take a whole day just to download the damn game. And then you weren't even done downloading. You actually had to, after like the game itself downloaded, you had to download the in-game thing as well. Like there was like multiple packs that you had to download, like the multiplayer pack, the campaign pack, and then the co-op pack, and yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it sure is. It's probably
Yeah, that's what I had to go to
game.
every time like I uninstalled NW and then reinstalled it. It was fucking annoying.
What it took you to, how much it took you to, like, game?
Yeah, it took like a whole day to do that shit.
I would have just said, man, what the fuck, why the fuck I bought this game if it takes like, I would have already regretted the purchase of something that is taking like a day to
Bro,
download.
really?
Hmm?
That's the one thing I can't stand about this game, fucking TCs, bro.
How about you said about the thing about I feel like if the game just downloads for a whole day, I mostly just end up kind of thinking that why the fuck I bought it if it takes a day to download like pieces.
I mean, like I said, like there was like back then, like there were a lot of slim pickings with games, so like That's just the game I went to because like the newer Call of Duties that came out for MW 2019 were just fucking awful. Damn it. Yeah, like Cold War was just so annoying to play. Like I played Modern Warfare for another year. Then Vanguard was awful. Then ended up playing Modern Warfare again for another year. It was like, yeah, it was just bad. That's why I said I'm just done with Call of Duty in general. Like I generally do not care what game fucking comes out now. I'm done falling into like that rabbit hole of just like, especially now that they went up on their prices, like $70 for the same damn game every year. Like that's insane. Same, like it's literally the same game. All like that's different is new maps, new guns. Like that's it. Like their Call of Duty is not innovative in the slightest. Oh, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know. I just went to the YouTube to see something. The script read automatically mute.
Why are you on? I thought you were on PC. I don't know how you still use your phone.
I just couldn't download Brawler. I don't want to go. It's too late. I just.
Oh. Yeah. But I was saying like
I don't know.
I was saying like it's crazy how the like I'm not gonna pay $70 for like a DLC because like it's literally the same game. Like Call of Duty is not innovative at all. Like it's pretty much probably the safest like gaming franchise in all of mankind, and it's just going downhill because they just don't.
I still don't.
Because it's just not fun.
I don't know how people keep buying it every single year.
That's what I'm saying. They keep. I get you can be a dedicated fan, but like, at what point are you gonna realize that the quality has dipped tremendously? Like I have not even seen gameplay of Black Ops 6. Nor do I even care like how that game did. Yeah, I think I may have watched one gameplay and that was from fucking Dashy. And that was it.
I don't know where it is, by the way.
That game, I generally just don't give a shit about how Call of Duty does now. Because it's rinse and repeat every year. You level up your guns, you grind the camos. You gotta deal with the fucking dick riders that use the same gun, despite having a gold or max already.
Compared to what gonna announce a new one on that on the summer presentation, we're gonna end up being
surprised. It'll probably be
June.
Call of Duty, fucking who knows? They probably
Modern Warfare 4.
Probably. Because I doubt Sledgehammer's gonna do another game, considering how fucking shitty Vanguard was. And of course, it's not a shroom. Rolled a million TCs. Thank you. Wow.
I was kind of a bit worried when I heard about like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming, kind of was confused, like, wait, like, well, I thought, like, I heard about 4, but I didn't heard about 5, and kind of looked like...
No, but, There was no Black Ops. Well, technically, Black Ops 5 is Black Ops Cold War.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I was about to say like
Yeah,
Cold War.
Yeah, that's Cold War. I don't know why they called it Cold War. They could have just called it BO5. Like that game, like I was harsh on that game, but that game all together really wasn't that bad. I think it just had like a rough launch. That's probably why I just couldn't stand it.
When it released, I believe it released somewhere in, like somewhere in.
What do you mean?
Right
what Cold War?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2020.
November 13, 2020, the PS5 Blu-ray was released at that time.
Yeah. But for some reason, like, I didn't buy, like, my aunt, like, she bought her version, like, on the disc. I'm like, why did you buy that on the disc? She says she likes having, like,
Cold War?
Yeah, because she says she likes having physical copies. And the funny thing was, she didn't even really play Cold War that much. She was mainly playing Warzone. She was mainly playing Warzone with her boyfriend. I like that just shows you how bad like you really bought Cold War physically, and then like you don't even play it really. See, at least I did play enough Cold War to like where like I didn't have enough of my guns, but it's just that once I got like all my guns done, really, I just went back to Modern Warfare. I do regret buying Vanguard though. That I do regret getting.
I somehow for some reason still with the promotional material from the posters that I saw for that the advertising wall of Vanguard in 2021. I still for some reason remember it.
Yeah, they overhyped that damn game. Actually, Vanguard wasn't as overhyped as MW2 was. MW2, they were sucking that game's dick so hard it wasn't even funny. Like I was seeing billboards and everything. Like that the morning Vanguard came out, I saw like there was just a bunch of billboards like saying buy I'm not Vanguard, sorry, MW2. Like it was one of those games where you could tell that they thought this was gonna be like how Modern Warfare 2019 was. Nope.
I'm curious. No. What next? It released on October 28th, 2022.
Yeah.
Like a week before Frontiers released.
Yeah. I mean, I pre-ordered, like, that was the time I pre-ordered, like, both games. I was happy at least with one of my purchases at that time.
What a funny time 2022 was, to be honest.
Yeah. It was a fun year, I gotta say. Thank God I had gotten my Switch at that time. So I really didn't give a fuck about Call of Duty too much. It was just a game I was just playing inside.
Really good for you.
Yeah. That I mean, like MW2. That was literally just the last straw. I was like, you know what, bro? I'm just done. I'm not buying anymore.
Well, at least you got another.
Yeah, because I was not buying MW3. That was not happening. Because the MW3 rubbed me the wrong way, and what also pissed me off was that the amount of people saying that this is not a $70 DLC. Like, are you blind? Like, yeah, it's the same fucking game. The only thing that's different was they enhanced the movement speed, and the new maps, bro. It's the same fucking game, bro. This is how MW2 should have been, and yet a lot of people were just so blind to see that. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, that's what I said, man. Just fuck Call of Duty and fuck that community.
Also, like, when I made a good purchase a week later, which was Frontiers.
I mean, no, I mean, like I said, I pre-ordered both, but I was very happy. I was surprised with Frontiers, really, because it was one of those games that was like very iffy at the time, but like I had a blast playing in like the first playthrough.
Fighter and Frontiers can be like sort of considered to be like contenders because second birth of something. Knowing how so bad and mediocre the past games before Frontiers were.
Yeah, I really was blown away, and and just the writing direction in general. I love, like, a lot of people like say the Frontier story is boring. I'm like, it's funny y'all say that, but yeah, y'all were the same people that were complaining about the fucking whoever was writing the 2010 Sonic's like corny ass writing. Like, I love the Frontiers writing. I love like how it was actually a serious tone. Yeah, that's really what Sonic needed.
So fucking funny that the time when Frontiers came out, people just were saying, yeah, Sonic Colors is trash.
Well, I mean, Sega kind of ruined the reputation of Colors. If they just never, if they never ported, if it would have just stayed on Wii, it would have been, it would still be considered a classic. But they just tarnished the fuck out of that.
That humor of Colors did not age well.
No, it didn't.
It like really like screams 2010 humor.
Yeah, it was just terrible. I said, I'm so glad Ian Flint like took over.
Also, keep forgetting that they've added some stuff to the remaster of Generations. In terms of dialogue.
Yeah, no, I know there's some dialogue changes. Like, I didn't really pay attention to it too much. Cause I usually, when I play like regular Generations, I always skip the cutscenes because the story is just god awful.
Nothing can redeem the story.
No,
at this point.
No, the Generation story, that is worse than the Color story, I will say. I guess because like Generations was like one of those games where like we don't care about the story, we cared about the gameplay, and honestly, I respected that because like, you know what, go ahead. Like, if you want to have the story be trash, go ahead. As long as the gameplay is fun, that's fine. However, at least with Shadow Gens, you got a decent story and good gameplay.
It's kind of funny to think that about Unleashed. Kind of feel like Unleashed was like their attempt to apologize to their fans.
It was it was, and then you had a lot of dickheads at the time that didn't see it that way. I'm like, the game was good. Y'all just fucking suck. And that's why I love Unleashed, because it was one of those games that didn't hold your hand. Like, you had to learn, like, and that's what a lot of people just don't have, especially people nowadays. Like, they cannot play Unleashed. Only like people that like have patience can play Unleashed.
I think I would probably play it.
Yeah. Because there were a lot of unfair reviews on Unleashed. Like, and it was mainly due to just people fucking sucking at the game. Like, I remember there was this shit. I remember watching, like, what was it, a year ago? I think this shitty Let's Play channel. They were doing like a Sonic Unleashed thing for like Halloween, and like they were busy, they were bitching and moaning about this game is so bad. They were on Eggman Land, which I knew that they were gonna like say the game was bad because of Eggman Land. I'm like, no, you're just terrible at the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they said Sonic Unleashed on the Wii version was better. I'm like, no, it's not. The only advantage is that the Wii version had was that you did not have to collect the medals. That was the only thing that was good about the Wii version.
Well, yeah, I remember hearing like some medals are just hidden all too fucking cool. Like they're hidden so fucking cool. It's really annoying.
Yeah, like that's the thing I don't like about the PS version. Like you gotta find those damn medals, and like, I had to look up guides when I started playing it again, like back in 2020. I literally forgot like where they were. I had to
scour every each map in order to find.
And it was always you always had to like do it on the Warhawk stages. Okay, this probably is brain dead, bro. Jesus Christ.
Music, you know, at least you could have heard it more than just for a couple seconds. Not the battle theme every time.
Yeah, that was another thing. I forgot. I don't think there, and I think there probably is a mod on the recompiled version where you could probably remove it. Yeah, because that battle theme was just—it's a good theme, but it's just they use it in like the wrong scenarios. I think if it was used in, like, if there were different themes of the battle theme, I think it would be less annoying. But the fact that it was the same one over and over, the only time it doesn't play is when you're in Eggman Land, which I find stupid. Even though I'm kind of glad, because the Eggman theme night version is like really good.
Isn't Eggman Land is like the only team that doesn't have like a battle theme?
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, no, it doesn't have the battle theme. If like you're on the Warhawk sections, the battle theme doesn't play.
I think like it has two versions of the track.
Yeah, the day version and the night version.
Yeah.
Man, I really wish that like that Unleashed. I wish like they could just redo Unleashed. Like someone at Sega needs to hire that person that put Unleashed on PC, or the team that put Unleashed on PC, and like and have them make some damn profit. Like have it be an official release. You know. I would love to just play that game again.
I was on stream a couple of days ago, and some people were talking about Sonic, and some people mentioned, I don't know, like some people were saying that maybe Heroes were gonna end up being remade.
Yeah, I've seen that too. A lot of people are thinking it might be Heroes, which honestly I could see that happening. Because I think I think Heroes was another game that was kind of fairly unjudged. Because look, yeah, Heroes is stuck on like the PS2, right?
PS2, yeah. GameCube, and the original Xbox. It's just stuck. It's just stuck with no way out.
I mean, I know there's PC versions like the emulators.
Yeah, but do you think a lot of people have an endurance to do all of the emulation stuff?
I mean, I doubt it. I mean, I don't have patience for that. That's why I don't play Mario Kart Wii on PC like Jeff does. I don't even know if I don't even know if my laptop could fucking handle Wii, or like an emulated game.
It's kind of times funny that thinking like a funny thing. Like there's dozens of people who have just like PCs, like which they build, for which they spend like $1,000, probably even more, and all they do on those PC are like playing like a couple of games, and honestly, games from like late, like early 10s and 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, like you would think they would have that for like high speed gaming.
No, no, we're playing the games from the 90s and mid tens and no, we're playing old shit. I need a powerful PC to run old shit at high resolution. I need to run Unleashed on the highest resolution possible. Kind of funny, but it's kind of in some ways it's true.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows you how fucking terrible modding gaming is, really.
People
Like,
are
no,
willing to just
no,
spend it, like,
a lot of money just to. That's why, like, there was a point in time, like, where I was, like, thinking I want to buy a Xbox Series S just to play Unleashed, but I'm like, that is not worth it.
at least now on PC, you just gonna more you need the physical copy of Unleashed.
Yeah. And that is something I do not have anymore.
I think you have, but it's somewhere in like in the attic or something, like in some box
Yeah,
which
probably.
you need to search.
Yeah. Do I have patience for that? No.
I haven't watched anything in like for the past like half a year. Just nothing. Like nothing was interesting for me to watch.
You talking about like on YouTube?
Nah, I'm talking about like series, movies, that shit.
Well, I have like I've
I'm
watched
genuinely
like some
thinking.
stuff. Damn it!
I'm genuinely thinking about trying to watch some anime. Like just out of like
Well, I
just
mean,
just to try it again. I have a Netflix. I heard Netflix has a lot of animes. Right? I know you. Does Hulu like you have Hulu and other, or you just have Hulu?
I have Hulu and Netflix. I had HBO Max, but I didn't really pay that subscription. I mainly use I am thinking about getting Crunchyroll because I do want to watch Daima because I didn't watch that yet. I've only seen like clips of that show.
Oh, I heard about Crunchyroll too, but kind of I don't know. I don't hate anime. I just kind of times like making the whole subscription to pure like a streaming service, which just like purely about anime. It's kind of it's cool and all. It's cool, just kind of times.
Yeah.
But probably end up watching just a couple of shows and just
I don't know. I don't know. It's just me. Like I'm
it.
just not an anime person. That's just me.
Yeah,
It's just not my
I kind of feel like
taste.
it's kind of hard for me to be an anime person. To be honest, I don't know why.
I said Dragon Ball was the only anime like I'll ever watch, and that was mainly because like my dad got me into it. I watched a bit of Naruto, but then like I got bored of it because like there was just so much fucking filler in that shit. And, like I just couldn't be bothered with it.
I genuinely think you need to be like mid-20s or almost 30 to be a pure anime fan. Like, genuinely, you need to be born like late 90s, early 2000s in order to be a pure anime fan.
Yeah.
Or to be like, I don't know, just have access to everything. Like, to be born in a family that has like access to everything and just consume almost everything that B produces, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never had a... Oh, you never... I never knew, by the way, how to make that, like, that small hop on that ramp.
Oh, you're talking about this thing?
And
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you just gotta hop over it.
Blue shell jump scare.
Yeah. I mean, that's to be expected. Okay, where's the guy with
I
the red?
feel,
Okay,
yeah,
man. Yeah, red me when I pass you. That's cool.
I assume taking that path makes you go slower.
That no, like jumping over that ramp. That's only like you only go there if you need an item. If you're trying to go fast, like you go around it.
No, like you need to do like that body and hop thing,
Yeah, you
like
like I
that
said,
small hop.
yeah.
And also, sometimes anime just kind of feels this. I like absurdity. Don't get me wrong. I like absurdity, but when there is too much absurdity, it just becomes too overwhelming and I just can't
Oh, like what,
continue to watch it.
like what? I'm curious.
I don't, kind of. It's kind of hard for me to say. Like,
I think like
you know,
I think
kind
oh
of
I know what you mean. I think one of those animes for me. I think that probably was Attack on
probably
Titan.
too much filler and all that.
Oh no,
Like
well,
something which does just make
Naruto has
sense in the
plenty
beginning.
of that. Naruto has a lot of that. That's why I couldn't like watch that show no more because it was just getting boring.
Like, I feel like filler or plot at times just doesn't make sense at all, or randomly just becoming like boring and uninteresting.
Because that was
Just
one of
constant
that was
changes or
yeah, because that was one of the things the original Dragon Ball Z had. Like before, because like my favorite version to watch Dragon Ball Z is like the Kai version because like that gets rid of all that filler and like everything is extremely fast paced. But like the original Z, it's like slow and it has like a lot of filler shit. So like
I
that
like it. I
that's why I
probably
like
just
the
kind
Kai
of like
version.
I probably just like want want a good have a good show to watch something. Like sure it has like some sort of like mystery, ghosts, supernatural beings, and all that. It times involves times it was school, high schoolers and all that. You know that shit.
Yeah,
Like if the story is good, like I'm gonna just end up watching it. If the plot doesn't make sense like at all, or characters are just like dull and breaks and all that, like I just want this. I just want a good story. That's mostly it. I like a good story. Those times of me just
why me and
watching
I
anime
didn't want
something.
those. Everyone wants a good story.
Yeah, yeah. Those times of me just watching something just because it was like cool and all, and just doesn't give a shit about story, like past a bit long ago. Like I kind of want to watch something just that just does make sense, at least in a series setting.
Yeah, which I feel like a lot of shows nowadays, not even just anime, I think that's in general, like they have that. Although I think like there are a few, I think like they're starting to come out of that, like where it's just like stupid. And I got into what was it? Fuck, I had Invincible.
Oh, I watched the first season of Invincible. I haven't watched the the
The third season,
second and third.
the third season's amazing.
I know that show was good. Like I enjoyed the first season
Yeah,
quite a bit.
it's one of the best like shows. It takes something unique. It makes the fucking heroes like extremely sorry and just terrible. Which I love that. Like it doesn't have like just generic boring writing. It actually makes it interesting.
I remember watching the first season of The Boys.
The Boys, yeah, that's another one.
I like the first season of The Boys. I dipped on the second one just because I don't know. It's kind of became. I heard that like first season was good and worth probably also.
I didn't watch the. I didn't
Okay.
finish. I didn't finish the second season. I think I watched like the first like few episodes. And that was it.
Yeah, I did it like in mid of second season. Kind of funny that people did people heard about Invincible before the show released or not?
No, probably not because it was a comic
Like
book.
majority.
No, because it was a comic book scenes, and then like they just decided to animate it. Like once things get animated, that's when like you get. That's how you build like a fan base. Because Dragon Ball was like that too. Like no one knew what that shit was until like it started getting animated.
Kind of funny thing in that comic books are not like not a lot of people reading comic books, but manga. Yeah, I bet manga. A lot of people are reading manga.
Yeah, a lot of people like read the manga now because of like the anime and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like the manga and comic books, like the Invincible comics, like from what I've seen, like it's so far ahead of the show. Like it's not even funny.
I mean that comic has been running.
Yeah,
Let me go to the Google to see when that comic aired.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I never even looked at that.
I'm just curious.
So, yeah, I'm curious.
Because I bet it started somewhere. Well, even okay, let me just check. First publication January 2003.
Damn.
That shit is older than me. Jesus.
I was fucking 1 at the time. Like, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, you were 1. You were 1 year. You were 1 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus. This fucking comic is started airing before I was born. Christ.
Yeah. Cause I'd say like the comic is like so far
How many
beyond.
25 volumes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, cause like there's a lot of stuff that takes place.
144 issues. Jesus. Kind of funny that I assume they want to adapt everything.
I know, not for sure. They definitely do. It's just that that's just that requires like a lot of time, money, and everything. Like animators and shit.
Comics started in January 22, 2003 and ended on February 14, 2018. It has been going for almost 20 years. This comic.
Damn.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Let me go to the boys. When comic for the boys. Nice. Also, I love it. Boys is cool. It's like the theme of boys is just kind of cool. Just what if superheroes were humans? They were fucking dickheads.
Yeah. I said like that. Like I love the writing of like how shows like that. Like some shows like a lot of shows nowadays like they just don't have like good writing, but there's like a very few that do.
Mm-hmm.
That I could appreciate.
Here's how it started in October 2006, ended in November 2012. Not for long. It's kind of funny thinking that the author of Boys literally said that he hates superheroes.
Yeah, so he'll create one that's actually a villain.
Yeah. Remember how he doesn't he like just doesn't like the
That's how
whole
I.
idea of superheroes.
That's honestly how I feel like whenever I watched Invincible. I'm like y'all really must hate the main character. Like they make the main character look sorry as fuck, bro, which is such a shock. Because usually, if you're the main
I
character,
need to
bro,
watch it.
you should be dominating.
I need to watch it. I need to watch Invincible, to be honest.
You
My
you
sister has a
you have
has made
to
a
you gotta
subscription.
watch like season 2 and 3 because they really make him sorry.
Yeah,
No,
my
he's
sister has
actually
a
I will say this in season 3 he's actually pretty decent. Like he doesn't get his ass beat that much, but in season 2, bro, he was fucking terrible.
oof.
He was getting his ass beat like almost every episode.
I need to watch. My sister has a subscription on Prime. Like she made it just to watch some of the shows. I need to try it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like if you're not into like
I want to.
if you're not into like
I mean,
graphic shit, then I mean that's just you don't watch it. But
no, I'm into. I when I watched the first season of Invincible, I really liked it.
yeah,
That scene on the mountain. Thank Mark.
yeah,
Thank
the famous,
God.
iconic.
Nice. Oh,
I just and also it was like I love what they did with the voice casting. I always because you know it was a shock to me when I found out the guy that voiced Omni-Man was the guy that played J. Jonah Jameson.
John.
Yeah, I because I'm like, why does he sound so similar? And I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh shit.
It's him.
Yeah,
It's J. Jonah Jameson.
yeah. But I'm sure like that casting just cost a fortune.
Yeah. I mean, like Amazon is making this. Amazon is producing Invincible, so they have a ton of money.
Because I think they the guy that played Jesse in Breaking Bad, I think he played one of the villains. I think Powerplex.
You have watched Breaking Bad?
Of course, who hasn't?
I don't because that show aired when I was incredibly
Well, that
young.
that is true. But I mean, you're old enough now, so you should be able to watch the whole thing.
Yeah. January 2008, the first episode released. I was free. I was not even free. I was 2 at that time.
It was funny. I was it was another show that I think my mom watched, and then she fell out of it, but then I kept going on with it.
I remember some of the old shows that I never watched, but I just heard of. Twin Peaks, X-Files, House MD, if you know that.
I'm trying to think of another show.
For some reason, I remember Doctor Who. I don't know why.
Damn. Doctor Who.
I remember some old shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I never watched Doctor Who. I just know about it.
I mean, that was me like with old cartoons in general. Like I didn't know what they were until like my family was watching them, and I just like grown to love them. Like the Flintstones, Jetsons, like Tom and Jerry, like all that shit. And the crazy thing is the fucking Flintstones that came out like way before my mother was even born.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 50s?
Yeah, no, I think it was 1960.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit's older than a lot of people.
Yeah. But they have some comedy gold with that. It's just classics. Like you gotta love it.
I remember seeing like randomly one day, just an really old commercial featuring Flintstones. It was just an advertisement of the cigarettes. It's kind of there was a time when cartoon characters advertised cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, because I remember Flintstone did have like a lot of smoking and that shit. It's funny, like, there was like a lot of, it's funny, it's amazing how like a lot of things have changed. Like, you had a lot of shit promoting cigarettes, and now like you don't even have shit promoting cigarettes. You have shit promoting you to stop smoking. It's crazy how shit has changed.
I remember back in the day, I used to like occasionally saw like random episodes of Futurama and Simpsons.
Yeah.
Futurama was pretty funny.
Yeah, Futurama was gold. Pretty much a lot of like the old, like the classic Flintstones, classic Family Guy, a lot of that shit was fucking hilarious. But then like they just, holy crap, how many blues are there? Jesus Christ. But yeah, like a lot of those shows were just had like comedy gold, but then like they ran out of ideas. You could tell.
Have you ever watched the old Lord of the Rings?
No, I haven't watched it. I've heard about it.
Oh.
I just never got into it.
No. Trying to think about the other. Oh. One of the things I used to watch back in the day. It's kind of hard to remember it was so fucking long ago. Holy crap.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one more race and I'm gonna call it. Damn, I think I've lost like a lot of VR. Lost like 500. I wasn't even paying attention. I've been on autopilot this whole time.
I remember watching Spider-Man movies. The first one. The first Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi, bro. That's such an unbeatable trilogy. I don't care what people say. Like, MCU Spider-Man is just not it. Like, shit, I'll take the fucking Andrew Garfield films over like the first two MCU Spider-Man movies.
People are not fan of those two Amazing Spider-Man movies.
No, they liked one. It was just two that was the one that just fucking killed the series. It could have had a trilogy. It could have had a trilogy, but they just killed it at part 2.
I remember hearing like thing that apparently Amazing Spider-Man 2 had like a lot of cut shit from it. Like a lot of shit has been cut.
Oh really? Because I've only watched that film only once. I've watched like Amazing Spider-Man 1 like more times than like the second one.
And even the fucking ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2 is just kind of weird. Like it gives you a feeling like there should be a sequel, but they're not.
There would have been if the second movie just didn't flop so bad.
That first costume in Amazing Spider-Man 2 looked weird. Like homemade Spider-Man costume.
I mean, I wasn't really, like I said, yeah, I wasn't really a fan of like that costume design. That one thing I will say that MCU Spider-Man has over the Amazing one. Like Tom Holland's suit was like a little bit better than what Andrew Garfield's one had.
Like I'm mostly talking about the one he made in by his own in the first Amazing Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm just talking about like the one like in general, like just how the suit is just designed in general. I do feel like Tom Holland had like better suits than that one. But nothing of course is gonna be Tobey's suit. Like that's just classic.
You're gonna get your grandpa. The fucking door bit. The door.
I think like And also like just the writing of like the Sam Raimi films, like was it like a lot of it was cheesy, but it's the good type of cheesy.
Spider-Man 2 is the funniest movie in that trilogy.
Spider-Man, honestly, I would say 3. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I was saying Spider-Man 3 is the funniest one.
Oh, that's legit too. Like I said, 2 had like had like funny scenes too. But
It
one
has
thing I will
fucking
say,
gore.
they really made you hate Mary Jane in that whole trilogy.
Ugh.
They really made, especially the third movie, they really made you hate that character a lot.
Bully McGuire.
Yeah, classic memes. Yeah, that like I said, my Spider-Man 3 is like the funniest one. Like you could tell it's the funniest one because like that shit was meme to death. Told you like the trilogies is untouched. That original trilogy, man. All the memes you got out of that film, just nonstop.
I remember, I remember the fucking pizza music.
Oh yeah, that's also another iconic thing. Oh yeah,
Pizza time. Do you remember? Do you know that fucking meme with this in music, but it's just J. Jonah Jameson just like sort of singing.
I think.
I need to send it to you. You probably think you saw it because it's really funny.
All right, thanks to everyone that came out.
Pizza,
I'll see you later.
pizza time.